All right, everybody, we are the Sports Warriors. I'm Tristan Ducross. On my side, as always, my brother Sean Ducross. We are here with Matt Padilla. Matt Padilla, we've been around this circuit for a while. We've come to know Matt Padilla. You are 3-0 in your last 3 fights, all finishes. And something that's right there at your fingertips. June 29th, Tough Enough, pack the MAC. 15,000 people, bright lights. What's
for the flyweight title?
Right? What's that feeling? What's going through your body right now?
Feels good, but at the same time, I can't really let the moment get too into my head, or else I'm just gonna end up freezing in the headlights. You know what I mean? But the good thing is that I've experienced this before. I went to Pack the Mac, and I fought there last year when they did this, so it's not new to me.
What was your first experience fighting at Pack the Mac for Tough Enough? Fighting in front of that many people at an event like that, what was your first experience embracing that type of environment?
That's the perfect word to use, embrace, because that's the first time I tried to embrace the crowd. Because every other fight I've walked out and it's like tunnel vision. I just see the cage and the lane to get to the cage, and I don't see the crowd, I don't see anybody. But that time I stopped at the top of the ramp and I'm looking around the crowd, taking it all in. So I liked it a lot. It was a really good experience.
So now getting you set, and now we're standing here a couple days away from your title fight. You've already had that experience. You sound humble. You sound relaxed. What are you doing right now to keep you just centered?
I think it's just mental when it comes to that. The mindset comes from the practices that I put in. I mean, I train hard. I train with a good team. I've got Trevor Wells, who was a state champion. Mason Icabellis, who I believe could absolutely be a state champion one day. David Lopez, he's the uncrowned state champ. I mean, he's already beat Mauro Gutierrez. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to throw shade. That's just facts.
What people don't know is Matt Padilla trains out of Temecula, California. Dan Henderson's gym. He's got some beasts here at camp that he trains every day with. So competing underneath bright lights, you guys do it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, your top dog is Dan Henderson, Sam Alvey. You've got Joe Stevenson, who is downstairs, by the way, teaching. So you've got top dogs. What is it like learning from those guys that have been around underneath the lights? Have they given you any feedback or any extra little tidbits to handle pressure?
Sam definitely takes a role as the amateur team captain more than anybody else. You guys probably see him cornering at every event with the amateur featuring Team Quest guys. And, Joe's definitely helped me out a lot mentally. Anytime that I feel like I've got that voice in the back of my head telling me I'm not doing something right, he's just telling me like, oh, that's the devil talking, get the devil out of your head, like you're good. You know what I mean? And if you hear that from a guy like Joe Stevenson, then that means a lot.
I think that's what we've seen over the course of, I wouldn't say like probably the last like 5 years or so with you, the evolution. And we've always spoken highly about that when it deals with amateur growth, is you can't be afraid to evolve. And some fighters you see don't evolve. You see fighters do evolve in this game. You're a prime example of a guy who hit a little bit of a rough patch early on, seemingly now has got his legs underneath him, and he's a steamroll straight ahead, and it's like, watch out. The last fight you had where you capped it off with a head kick was, to me, your highlight moment coming full circle. Almost like your aha moment that I'm here.
Yeah, that one was definitely a big moment because, I was watching that guy's highlights a lot leading up to the fight, and like the pressure he puts on, the volume he puts on, it was pretty ridiculous, especially for a guy his age. Like, he puts more pressure than, and technically he's not like a crazy brawler. He's like, he keeps his range, he doesn't crowd himself. So I knew what I had to watch out for in that fight, and I was pretty worried because he even had a viral knockout. He's fought for the title, he fought for the King of the Cage title. He's super experienced amateur, and the way I put him out, I was actually the first guy to finish him, so that meant a lot to me too.
We are here with Matt Padilla at Dan Henderson's gym in Temecula, California. June 29th, Pack the Mac for Tough Enough, flyweight titles on the line. You, my friend, have had some amazing fights. What was different going into this camp that you had to change getting ready for the championship fight?
Honestly, I train just as hard for anything. Like, even I've already fought 3 threes, like I did in Arizona. That one was a decision win, and I mean, I felt good. My conditioning is always good. I always train hard even outside of camp. So, and I've got the teammates that bring me up, you know. So I think whatever I'm doing already is working.
And you seem like you're the guy that has always risen or accepted challenges, or again, like I said earlier, embrace things that generally make certain other fighters uncomfortable. You took on a fighter the last time, shocked the world with the head kick against a guy that you just said pressured, threw a lot at everybody. You took that on as a challenge. Now you're fighting a guy for the flyweight title at Tough Enough, who's 11-1, who is perhaps the #1 ranked guy in Missouri, Sam Panentz. You talk about one challenge, you talk about another challenge. A lot of his fights have gone to decision, but you seem to embrace that opportunity. Go like, fine, go ahead, throw your next big dog at me.
Yeah, like I said, the last guy, he was super experienced, and he only got finished once with a doctor stoppage, so I mean that doesn't really count for the most part. But you know, that was a challenge in itself, and like mentally going into the fight, because I'm just like, man, this guy looks really good. All that pressure, I don't know if I could keep up with that, even though I definitely can.
Is that something that fuels you? Like the people that are saying that, man, you shouldn't have a shot when you look on paper, and you're like, well, I'm Matthew Padilla. I've been in this 4-1 in my last 5, 3-0 in my last 3, and I've got finishes. This ain't nothing new to me, just another wallpaper.
Yeah, I love having a chip on my shoulder. That's why I fight outside of California a lot of times. I love California, but I love going to Vegas, I love going to Arizona, I love going against the hometown guys and just spoiling it for the crowd.
He loves to be the spoiler, and listen to him talk. His nickname should be the Legend Killer. You just line up these guys with these records, like you talk about paper, and it's like, it's funny how people talk about paper, and sometimes what's on paper means more than anything else. But in this situation, paper means absolutely nothing, and you're just, let's go. And come June 29th, Pack the Mac in Las Vegas for Tough Enough. Dan Henderson's Team Quest, Matt Padilla takes on Sam Pence for the flyweight title. So if you don't have your tickets now, is there still some available? Can they still come after you for them?
Oh yeah, they're free. Go to unlvtickets.com. It's free admission. If you want floor seats, cagetix.com.
There you go. And only Pack the Mac is the only one where you get free tickets and you literally pack the Mac in Las Vegas. Tough Enough. June 29th, Matt Padilla goes for the flyweight title. Good luck, my man. Get that W. Bring it home.
Thank you. I appreciate it.